Okay, so today I'm going to talk about opportunities and challenges for women entrepreneurs in new age digital agriculture. We all know that we all are living in the digital age. This is the digital age where internet, digital media, social media has penetrated every house, every sector, and majority of us are trying to harness the benefits utility of this. We have come to the in stage of artificial intelligence now, where artificial intelligence is being replacing the human intelligence, human manpower, human resources. So in agriculture, we know that agriculture is labor intensive. It is lot of work is still being carried out manually, even whether we do talk about men or we talk about women, but still mechanization, automation, precision farming, all this has not reached the level it is in our other developed nations. So here it is very important that we start talking about digital agriculture and how we can reach, make these technologies available, easily available to the women farmers who are the pillars of agriculture in today's era, where we say that agriculture is feminized. It is a feminization in agriculture where more than two-thirds of the works in agriculture and the life sector is being shouldered by women farmers. And we also see lot many women entrepreneurs budding up now. Lot many our women graduates or at the micro level, small level, medium level, whatever, but lot of agri startups is being run by the women. But mostly if you see that it operates at a very informalized way. The women entrepreneurs, the majority of them are operating in a very informal way. So a lot of formalization is required is first thing, and then how we can integrate digital media into their startups, into their entrepreneurship is the talk of my today's discussion. So we all understand that in agriculture sector also we are now talking about drones, we are talking of precision agriculture, we are talking of artificial intelligence, data driven agriculture. Lot such jargons and technical terms are being used, but we have to understand that 75-80% of the responsibilities, activities are being taken over by women. So to what extent are we extending these knowledge, these technologies, these innovations to the women farmers? And if it is accessible to them, do they have a control over the usage of these technologies? Are they equipped enough to make use of these skills, this knowledge, so that agriculture can really prosper? We This year, India is leading G20 nations. So, host of activities has been carried out during this from right 1st December, and it will conclude on 30th November. Is till where India is celebrating this G20 and presiding over G20 nations activities, and in agriculture also. Under this G20, our government has identified women-led development, women is led agri startups, innovations, digital literacy, financial literacy as one of the most important themes for the growth and development of the nation. So when we talk of women-led development, digital literacy, financial literacy, we need to see that where are our women farmers, where they stand in these technical world. So this is the main objective of our session today, so that I'll be talking to how we can bring agriculture and technology together for the benefit of our women folk. So here the we understand that there are lot of agricultural innovations are there, technologies are there, and lot many IT enabled innovations and technologies have been made available for use, and some of these are still being explored by our women men farmers. But women, we have to specifically think that firstly we have to check on their socio-economic background. The background means their educational status, the role that they perform, their economic status. So all these are some of the factors that will decide upon the growing role of digital agriculture in India, because women are the ones who are carrying majority of the activities. So we have to fuse these advanced technologies and agricultural practices into the day-to-day activities that is being taken over, not only in agriculture but as an entrepreneurship also, because where entrepreneurship is one area where we look that we hope that women will benefit more in terms of earnings, in terms of income. And also it will say lot of wastages that goes where due to poor storage and warehousing facilities, and due to lack of food processing technologies. And also entrepreneurship is one way by which we can reduce the waste for post harvest management losses. We can increase the income, add value to the product, because when it is processed into some definitely it gives them more economic value to them. So these are the areas. That is why now women farmers are to be transformed into women entrepreneurs. Every women farmer should also be a women entrepreneur. They should not only be just producing and they don't come into the marketing world directly. Either they are very limited role in that they will be, have a limited role to sell it in the village market and the local areas, or either it will be handed over to the family members or other some middleman brokers, but they don't go to the marketing. But once they embrace digital agriculture, things will become very convenient, very easy for them. Because why women don't enter into marketing? Because mobility is one of the concern. Major thing is that women are not allowed to enter into physical market because of their class structure, because of the caste structure, because of the different responsibilities that the triple burden that women play of home, off farm, on farm activities. So they are having a lot of time constraints also. So different factors limit the presence of women into the physical market. But now this digital, this internet, their e-commerce has, e-marketing has given new scope, new uh, opportunities to women farmers, that wherever they are, they can easily sell and buy inputs also. For not only sell, they can buy and they can negotiate with their buyers and sellers very easily, conveniently. So this is where is the growing role of digital agriculture, which can be very befitting to our women farmers, women entrepreneurs. And so digital agriculture will definitely help in increasing the productivity, because where it will be a smart decisions taken, where the resources that will go into the agricultural practices, that will be optimized. Optimal utilization of the resources can be there through precision agriculture, through data driven agriculture. So that will definitely increase productivity and also give more profitability to our women also. And so we need to harness these different opportunities that lie in the digital agriculture world. And so, give an overview of the digital agriculture. We all are might be familiar with these terms like precision farming. Precision farming, as the name suggests, precision in a precise amount, very specific quantity. So we know that the farmers, due to ignorance, due to lack of proper knowledge and technology, are rampantly using chemicals, fertilizers, insecticides, in the hope that the more they use, the more productivity it will have. The more they use, the more better pest management and nutrient management it will offer to them. But it is where we are wasting the, not only wasting the resources, we are impacting the environment also by making our soil toxic with these chemicals and poisonous, harmful chemicals, and at the same time wasting the resources of the country by using it in overdoses of these different inputs. So precision farming uh, gives one opportunity where through programming, through different softwares, and it will analyze the field, it will analyze the plant and a specific uh, needed as per the specific requirement of the crop, field, or the land, or the plant. It will advise you how much nutrients, how much inputs should go into that. So precision farming is makes gives an opportunity for optimal utilization of resources, saves the our economic resources, our environment, our soil, our health also in that way. We have Internet of Things. Internet of Things offers a lot of things where we are using GPS, we are now using drones, we are using smart equipments. So these are a lot many things that we are now doing on internet. A lot of programmed softwares are there that guide farmers, and they give them advisories and advises how to do and how to go about it for different cultivation practices. And then we have the data analytics. Nowadays the data is very important. So whatever the decisions that is taken by the farmers should be based on the data, what the trend is, the analysis suggests. So we need to have, so this type of digital agriculture will be one area that will pool all the data, and will be readily available on the click of our mouse. So if we want data with respect to any specific crop, with respect to any specific given conditions, we will the data can be utilized to make a smart decision, or that we also say as data driven decision making. So what the data analysis suggests, so farmer will be guided with those, and it will be a very scientific, very relevant outcome or the interpretation that will help farmers to make smart decisions. We also have smart equipments. Smart equipments, as I mentioned, that we are sensors are being used now. Drones are there. Drones are also there now. Fertilizer, it is eliminating human resources that are specifically analyzes, and sensors will be there that will sense how much is specific. If there are 1 acre of land, maybe may not be that all the 1 acre of land require the same amount of nutrient or the insecticides or the pesticides. Specific each plant is, so it will be so um, uh, highly active sensor will be so advanced that is plant to plant requirement it can sense, and accordingly it will apply, and it will. So a lot many such smart equipments are also available to increase productivity and save the resources. Like we have e-commerce and marketplaces where all in e-marketing, digital marketing, and trading is happening, where there is no need to go into a physical market with the goods and spend lot of money in the logistics. And sometimes it is not assured also that if we go with our goods or with our harvest produce into the market, we will be selling it off and coming it back happily. And if it is goods like cereals, legumes, at least even if comes back, it has some period of shelf life. But the perishable items are really very worrisome for the farmers, that if they go, it is not sold, then what to do with that. So now in e-commerce, and it gives them opportunity to our women, to our farmers, to our entrepreneurs also, to first they fix the buyer, and once the buyer is fixed, then supply the thing. So it is now it's not a forward, it's not a backward. First fix everything, and then send the goods to the desired place. So it saves also a lot of it becomes hassle free, and it becomes a lot of convenience to the entrepreneurs, that they can easily sell their goods. And we have that's why we have a lot of agri startups coming up nowadays. So our government is also promoting lot of agri startups, because they talk of the skill India, and they are talking about digital agriculture, green agriculture, and a lot of startups are coming out, and women are also being encouraged, motivated to come out with a lot of entrepreneurial opportunities in agriculture, so that they are not just limited with meager production, and then where to sell, how to sell, and what to do with the surplus, or if not sold at the right time, how to manage the loss that they will have to incur. So startup is one way where we can make utilization of the produce by way of adding value to it through processing. So here in we have the opportunities for women in digital agriculture, where how the women entrepreneurs, because we are talking about women entrepreneurship. So women entrepreneurship in digital agriculture has two connotations. Firstly, that the women who are into who are an entrepreneur and engaged in agri startups, who are into agri and allied, how they can make use of the digital world, technologies, digital agriculture features to promote and upscale their business, upscale their enterprise. Second interpretation is that the women, those who are having the knowledge of IT, ICTs, internet, and those who are educated, those who have some scientific orientation, they can enter into embrace this digital agriculture as one of their entrepreneurship itself, where they are not producing anything, they are not processing any of agricultural produce, but they are provide making use of these digital features what is available to them, and processing these informations, and giving advisory consultancy services to other farmers, other entrepreneurs. So women can be a women entrepreneurs in agriculture sector exclusively, or they can also make digital agriculture as their profession or as their entrepreneurship, where they are making use of the data analysis, e-commerce, agribusiness, and all these sustainable practices, technology development, all these things. They are processing these informations. They are and making it available to the women farmers, women entrepreneurs, and other farmers and entrepreneurs in general also. So this is another opportunity for the women in digital agriculture. So here we see that what are the constraints of that the digital agriculture has for our women entrepreneurs or women farmers. Firstly is access to resources. We all know that in agriculture, access to resources, control over resources like land, credit facilities, extension services, technology, um, exposure to the latest know-how. So these are some of the major constraints that the women farmers or our women agri startups or entrepreneurs has to face, and this is one of the uh, constraint that limits the usage of digital agriculture or digital technologies for our farmers or our entrepreneurs to uh, upscale their production or their enterprise. Funding is another major constraint, because as we have mentioned that most of the startup, when we are talking of women entrepreneurship, they are definitely they need lot of investment for that. Even though they start at a low scale also, but still that require a considerable amount of investment, and that the our poor women farmers, poor rural entrepreneurs cannot afford to invest initially, for which definitely they need some support through credit, through finance. So because the land is not in their name, they are, and even the household assets and properties are also not in their name. So they don't have any collaterals, any security to deposit and take the loan against. So funding becomes a major constraint for the women entrepreneurs. We want our women farmers to transform into entrepreneurs. So definitely they need credit support from the financial institutions that will encourage and promote their small or micro enterprises. So this needs to be addressed, and although there are a good number of schemes, like to name Mudra scheme of the government of India offers women entrepreneurs loan collateral free. Even if they don't have any collaterals to take loan against, still they are eligible to take a loan under this Mudra scheme. So but still there is a stark difference between the policies that are in place and things that are there at the grassroots level. So when we talk practically, yes, a lot of constraints are there, funding constraints are there for the women entrepreneurs, and the other constraints is their education and training. As we all are aware that the literacy rate of women in general, if we compare it with men, is still low. The level of men and women are still not at par. There is a good difference between the level, whether it is rural or it is urban, because of this low level of literacy, poor knowledge and exposure to different latest know-how, and even the trainings. As I mentioned, that if we organize training programs, we hardly see women in the training programs. Whether we conduct training programs at our institute manage, or if the officers they conduct training programs in at the village level, we see poor participation of women because of the triple burden role that they have to take care of the household things, family, or farm activities. So they don't find time to update their knowledge and skill, because we know that as with the changing time, everybody needs to update their knowledge and skill periodically. If we don't update our knowledge and skill, we can no longer walk along with the uh, current trend of the society or the world. So our women are not participating, and they are not, because of poor knowledge and education, they feel hesitant to go for these type of advanced training. Because now when we are talking about drone, artificial intelligence, precision farming, our women farmers are still not aware of the many of the um, women friendly equipments, the agricultural tools and equipments that are available for their use. So it is a long way, that is a long way for the women to make use or harness the benefits of the digital agriculture. But we have to constantly, regularly make efforts, so that any small or big efforts will definitely have some impact on them, and it will lead to some um, um, utility, some benefits to our women farmers. Stereotypes and cultural barriers is also very important significant constraint for the women farmers, because when we talk in gender, we have a lot of gender stereotypes. What men are supposed to do, what women are supposed to do. If you see a woman there driving a tractor, it becomes a news. The news, it will be covered in the news media, it will be printed in the print media about that as a success story, as a inspirational story, because these are not normal for a woman to drive a tractor or to operate a drone. We have not seen any women farmers, or maybe very few here and there, that has not been accounted also, that they are using the drones. They are a part of these the lot of apps are there, mobile based apps are there, that these mobile based apps offer lot of agricultural solutions to the common problems that are there, related to nutrient and pest management, weather forecast, marketing of the produce. But women farmers, for them, having a smartphone itself becomes a biggest challenge. We had conducted a study on appraisement of digital and financial literacy of women farmers. That study we conducted in Uttar Pradesh in April, during March, April this year, to understand how much digital and literacy, financial literacy, women farmers or women FPO members or women entrepreneurs, agri starters, they have. And the result was not a surprise to us, because um, we are now making all digital payment. We are all doing digital payment, where everything is GPay, phone pay, Paytm. We are doing everything is, we are buying online. Everything we are it is Amazon, Big Basket, on different things. Even for agriculture, also lot of such sites are there that supplies online raw materials, on seeds, different inputs. But women are not having control over their smartphone, is the biggest challenge, even if they own. Firstly, very still to relatively, if we see the, because in gender we see both men and women. So if we see the relative possession of smartphone, women have very low percentage of women who are owning a smartphone, and even if they have, it will be mostly used by their family members, either the children for their study and other purpose, or other family members will be using, but women will not be having control to that smartphone. So if they don't have the basic uh, digital appliance or a tool for digital agriculture, to make use of the digital agriculture, so first we need to ensure that every we can reach out to the women for how we can ensure that the women farmers own and operate a smartphone. Once they start owning and operating, then passing on these digital agriculture knowledge to our women farmers becomes very easy through training, through sensitization, through awareness, through workshops, hands-on skills. It will definitely come. Just to mention here, this year international year Women's Day, International Women's Day, that was on 8th of March. This year, the theme of International Women's Day itself was Digit All, where the theme was that digital tools, digital media should reach to women farmers to empower them. So, Digit All was an theme for International Women's Day, and here at Manage, we had organized a workshop for our women farmers where we invited women farmers, but since this was on digital agriculture, to how they on digital literacy, so the condition was that the women who participate in this workshop should have a smartphone with them. So we shortlisted such women farmers who came with the smartphones, but when we asked them what are the different uses of the smartphone that you make, so it was all about making a call or just reading or sending some messages and all. WhatsApp, of course some of them were well versed with WhatsApp, but related to the digital usage of a mobile phone, we could see only some 5 10 hands raised. Before the workshop we wanted to see how much aware they were, so only some 5 6 hands were raised. So there were lot of digital mobile based digital apps are there, mobile based apps are there for Agriplantix and so many so they were not aware of. But in this one day workshop that we did, we asked the code scanner, how to generate a QR code, how to scan a barcode, how to that Plantix was there, even the Google Pay for Paytm, Phone Pay. So basic things we wanted to expose the women farmers to. And after that one day workshop, when we asked them that now how many things you know or you are confident of using it, we could see many hands raised. So if in few hours if we can make small efforts, initiatives like this, so I believe that if we focus on these digital literacy, financial literacy, these are very important and relevant for our women entrepreneurs. If we want them to be financially independent and we want them to be digitally empowered, these are very important. So the stereotypes and the cultural barriers that exist, that this is not technology, whenever we say technology it means that technology is for men, that is a stereotype. Women farmers don't participate in such a training program. There are technology drills, these are we don't they hesitate, they have a lack of confidence, because of which they don't participate, thinking that they don't have that knowledge that they can be a part of such programs. So these are some of the uh, 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 cultural barriers and stereotypes for our entrepreneurs and women farmers in digital area. So the thing is that how do we overcome these challenges? Because we know that everything comes with challenges will be there, but there has to be some solutions how we can overcome this. So mentorship program is one, that is what we say. Women needs a mentorship, constant guidance, counseling, so, um, some through programs. It can be a workshop, it can be a training program, it can be a hands-on skill. So any because regular mentor, something who can mentor the women farmers, women entrepreneurs, so that they keep themselves updated with the knowledge and the technologies. Just a second. So this mentorship program is one which is to be focused on it. So these mentorship programs are very important, very vital in overcoming the challenges of digital agriculture. Networking opportunity is one, because nowadays if we see that most of the digital platforms, they offer community to the participants, to the audience, so that together they can build their knowledge, they can share the knowledge, and they can um, um, build their capability, their knowledge, and they can come up. Networking opportunity is very important for our women farmers or women entrepreneurs also, where the women entrepreneurs come together. Because now if you see any online course, any online program that are coming up, they offer you a community where they add all such like-minded people who have been trained through them, and then they keep sharing their knowledge among each other and helping each other and growing along with each other. So that community networking is very important for our women farmers, women entrepreneurs also, where they can, with whatever knowledge they have, they can share their knowledge, help each other. And since they will be all women, there will be no hesitation, there will be no shyness among them, because they know that they are all women and they are all almost of the same level. So they will be very happy to help each other with whatever knowledge they have. Another is the skill building workshops, which is very important. We need to organize frequent and continuous workshops, and it is not that a women or a farmer or entrepreneurs, if once they have attended the workshop, they should not attend it the second time. Continuously, regularly, they should attend, keep attending, so that practice makes a man perfect. So the more they attend such workshops, the more they practice, the more skilled they will become, the more confident they will become in the, and it will come into their usage also. Because of what skill, if we learn, we don't practice, it is just like we don't know the skill. So skill needs to be practiced, and such a continuous regular workshop will definitely give them an opportunity to re practice and come up with harness and enhance their skill through these workshops. Supportive policies of our government is very important. Whatever the policies are digital agriculture, because if it is a precision agriculture, whether it is a drone application or it is mechanization, whatever it is, there should be specific provisions for women entrepreneurs, women farmers, and some women supportive policies are there, are required, which will benefit them. Say for example, if any scheme is that the scheme of the government is there that promotes precision farming or precision agriculture, so there should be a policy where whatever the beneficiaries are there, at least minimum 30% of the beneficiaries of that particular component for precision agriculture should be for women farmers, women entrepreneurs. So it should be cover them. So until unless certain mandatory provisions are not envisioned in the policies, things will not happen in the betterment of the women. They will be neglected, or they will be ignored, or nobody will bother to bring them and help and advise them to make take benefit of these schemes. So we have a lot of such agri infrastructure fund of the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, where they are helping, they are giving lot of loan facilities for coming out with a warehousing, infrastructure creation, warehousing facilities, go downs, and all those things. But women, we want them to be women entrepreneurs, so they should take benefit of these. So they should make benefit of these agri infrastructure fund for building up their entrepreneurship things, so that because they don't have proper storage facilities, they don't have their proper cold wear chain, they don't have a proper, so where they, these are some of the important agriculture value chain in the entrepreneurship journey, so they can make use of these things. So they have to be first enlightened on these aspects, that what are the different provisions of the supports of the schemes, programs of the government, and what are the special provisions for women farmers, women entrepreneurs, so that they can, is there to support them. And the organization's initiative is very important, whether it is a public organization, private organization, NGOs, national, international organizations. But we need, as an organization, we have to own responsibility, accountability to support and help and mentor our women farmers, entrepreneurs, so that they overcome this biggest challenge, that digital agriculture or digital technology is not meant for them, or they don't have that required skill to make use of it. So here in the different entrepreneurial opportunities that are available for the women entrepreneurs are that they can have agri startups, they can go for online marketplaces, so where they can have their own website, they can create a online platform for them, where they, through which they can directly sell the raw materials, or they can uh, produce that final produce that is for the consumers. So that is, and also they can go for the innovative farming, innovative, that is a like now we have in the previous session it was all about hydroponics. So the speaker was talking about hydroponics. Hydroponics is also one of the innovative ways of farming. We have hydroponics, we have aquaponics, we have multi-layer farming, lot many such innovative farmings are there, which is available. So they can enter into these type of entrepreneurial activities, or have their own startups that will develop start farming solutions. Agri technology startups are there, startups that will offer farming solutions, digital farming solutions, smart solutions to the problems of the farmers. So like we have lot many such consultancy services, agri clinic, agri business centers are there. Like Manage is also implementing one of the schemes of the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, that is Agri Clinic and Agri Business. So this is one where the we are giving 45 days of residential training to the agri graduates, and before the completion of the program they are submitting the proposal, and then getting the support of the lead bank and NABARD, they are starting their agri ventures. So these type of it can be a product or it can be a service. So likewise here in digital world also, they can make use of this, that a lot of data analytics is also one opportunity. To data analytics, they can analyze, they can pool the data, analyze the data, and based on that data come out with the interpretation, and based on that data driven analysis, results or outcomes, they can offer solutions to the farmers, what they should do and how they should do. E-commerce platform is where they are directly connecting the farmers to the consumers. Recently we had a one Krishi Chanakya lecture series is that one important um, uh, lecture series that manage organizes, and this time when we had organized, it was on digital agriculture. And the speaker, Miss Pragati, she was working with Mirchi market. So Mirchi market, what is that Mirchi market? It is just app, and in that app what they are just connecting the buyers and the sellers. So they are uh, um, uh, asking the buyers and the sellers to register there and put up whatever things they have to buy or to sell. So it is nothing, they are not selling anything, but they are just bringing the buyers and the sellers together. And it is a big successful story for them, that Mirchi market app is a very user friendly, and lot many farmers, including the women entrepreneurs, have benefited from this app itself. So if you create one such app where you provide a virtual platform to the buyers and the sellers to come and interact with them, that is an e-commerce platform connecting both the ends together. It can be an entrepreneurship opportunity for our women entrepreneurs, and also technology driven supply chain solutions that can optimize the distribution. Like in this agri infrastructure fund that I was mentioning, they have a app also. In that app also, that will tell you that in the range of that area, where are the cold storage facilities, where are the warehousing facilities, where are the custom hiring centers, where are these, so that firstly, those who are in need of these services, they can directly go and contact them by knowing the location. GPS, our maps tell us everything nowadays, so they can locate these warehousing facilities and infrastructure facilities in and around their jurisdiction. And secondly, if any new entrepreneurs want to create another such warehousing facilities or custom hiring centers, so they will analyze that if it is there already, this facility is available in this place, so they will open at a distance which is considerably far, so that it does not compete with the existing infrastructure. So they can either make use of the existing facilities by locating where are those facilities available, or accordingly they can start or establish another such facilities at a place at a distance where they don't compete with each other. So this is the benefits of this thing. So here, when we talk about the traditional gender roles, that women often limit women's access to resources and decision making. So we also know that land ownership, I have already mentioned that it is one of the biggest challenge, that due to the legal constant cultural constraints, women are it's a challenge for them. It is limiting women's role and access to make use of the digital agriculture, and credit and financial services are also one of such that impacts their ability to scale up their business. So challenges and constraints in the digital market is firstly digital literacy gap that I've already mentioned, that yeah, they are not able to do make the payments through GPay or PhonePay or Paytm. Digital literacy is a big challenge for them. So we need to focus more on the digital literacy, how we can uh, build the make our women farmers and entrepreneurs digitally literate. They may be literate, but they may not be digitally literate. Literacy is one, and digital literacy is a totally different thing. So in order that they make use of this, we have to organize lot of programs where we can talk about them, about digital marketing. We have lot many such like Amazon is there, Big Basket is there, lot many such platforms are there. We have eNam platform is there, Mahila eHeart is there. Lot many such digital marketing platforms are there. Mm, so apps are there uh, to provide them the solution. So they should be and lack of access to smartphones is one thing which I have already mentioned, that this is one of the biggest challenge that restricts women's entry into digital marketing or digital agriculture. Because when we talk of digital agriculture, digital marketing is very important component of it. Even if though they are making use of it for getting the solutions to the problems that the crops or the other things are facing, but if they don't use it for marketing their produce, and now people are using LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all places. They have explored all the commonly widely used digital platforms, social medias for building brand for their products, and how to label and package it attractively that it attracts. So these are all part of the digital literacy, and these are all the things that they can do using the smartphones, creating all these and making use of this. So these will enable the women entrepreneurs to really grow their business and build a brand for their product. So here the scope and opportunities are there, that is either the precision agriculture using data analytics is one, developing AI driven farming solutions. Now we know that how artificial intelligence has penetrated, and it is penetrating so fast that now even the human resources are coming at a risk, that whether it is going to replace the human resources or the manpower is a question that is being debated all over. So but artificial intelligence driven farming solution, it can also be one solution. And agri consulting and digital marketing, providing them the digital, because women farmers, even if they don't do it on their own, they should be able to contact such women entrepreneurs who create such a digital marketing services, and then as a ready-made package, a ready-made program can offer to the women entrepreneurs, so that they can take these services from them and use it for the growth and expansion of their enterprises. I have put here some case studies of such women entrepreneurs who have made use of the digital world. I have not kept the detail, but of course, if you are interested, you can Google and search more on these. Like we have one Sapna Anup Kumar, who is the founder of Leaf. It is an agri-tech startup that provides real-time monitoring and management solutions for agriculture, and it also utilizes the Internet of Things devices to measure soil moisture, temperature, and other vital parameters, and it helps farmers optimize their irrigation, reduce water wastage, and enhance crop yields. So you can see how a women entrepreneur is not herself producing something, but is making you is making or enabling the digital agriculture available for the use for other farmers. We have another such story of Sarika Gupta, who is the founder of Tathastu Kisan, and she is also uh, having a agri startup that empowers farmers with technology driven solutions, and offers them a platform with a range of services, including crop advisory, market information, and weather forecasts, and enhances the farmers' decision making and overall agricultural outcomes. Another such success story is from Richa, who is the founder of Gaia Smart Cities, and her company focuses on smart and sustainable farming practices, and their solutions include precision agriculture, remote monitoring, data analytics to help farmers make informed decisions. Her venture showcases the potential of digital technologies in modernizing Indian agriculture. Similar story we have from Deep Putela, who is the founder of Kisan Ekta, and this platform connects farmers with buyers and provides information about their market prices and trends, and they help to eliminate the middlemen and empower farmers to make better choice about their selling produce. Hmm. Sorry, there's some problem in this slide. So another is a startup that is who is the co-founder of Atmayat, and this startup aims to make our farming smarter and more efficient through technology. And this Atmayat's platform offers them solution like artificial intelligence based disease detection in crops, predictive yield analysis, weather forecasting, and also focus on empowering farmers with data driven insights to optimize their agricultural practices and increase their productivity. Seema Patel, who is the founder of Krishi Network, also uses the technology to connect farmers with experts, peers, and relevant resources. And this platform facilitates real time discussions on crop management, pest control, and market trends. By leveraging the technology, is empowering the farmers to make informed decisions and adopt best practices. Another founder of that Priya Chaurasia, who is the founder of Agrowave. She has integrated IoT and data analytics for smart agriculture, and her startup offers solution that includes soil monitoring, weather forecasting, crop disease detection, and startup aids farmers in optimizing resource usage and increasing yields while minimizing environmental impact. We have some another story similarly of who is the founder of eFresh India, who is using these platforms, and eFarm Ventures. So these are some of the women who has explored the digital world, who have explored the digital world and infused it with agriculture to offer solutions to our women, to the farmers community. Not the only women farmers. There are these are the ones who have sound knowledge of science, technology, ICTs, IT, and they have made use of this, and then they have built first enabled themselves, equipped themselves into these knowledge and skill, and then have is now using it for providing services to the farmers. So, if we want to um, empower our women entrepreneurs and farmers in digital agriculture, we need to educate and train them and enhance their digital literacy is what I can conclude. So the conclusion is that education training to enhance their digital literacy, women focused entrepreneurship support network is very important, and mentorship is very important, and of course policy do play a very important role in bringing suitable women friendly policies and reforms into place by addressing their issues, their challenges, and enhancing their access to the digital world. So this is all about from my side. So this digital agriculture itself is growing. It is in the growing stage. Digital technology in agriculture, and women are, I feel, far behind in this. So it is the duty of all of us that we, whenever we do training programs or any such activities, we should uh, think of women also specifically, that if they are not coming up in a common program, let us do a exclusive dedicated program. Not happen only on International Year Women's Day or Mahila Kisan Divas, that is going to come up on 15th October. So not on some specific days, but it has to be a continuous regular activity for our women farmers, giving them knowledge, giving them technology, keeping them updated with a package of is one way, important way. But if we want them to emerge as entrepreneurs, the digital and financial literacy is very important, where they are able to manage and handle the all financial decisions also on their own. And along with this, we need to build their leadership quality also, leadership and managerial ability also. So these all together can definitely make our women farmers, women entrepreneurs a successful and a role model for the community and for the society in general. So it's all from my end.